The scene is set. Who's gonna be in the starring role? Our fighters have chosen their characters. The battle is just seconds away. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Let us begin round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Perfect air-to-air. No good up high. Opts for the throw. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter ends with a projectile? Player 2 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match. Goes to the overdrive. How will this round turn out? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Will this decision pay off for them? The super art hits! Will this kick both fighters into full gear? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 1, it digs in deep to get that drive in. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. But opt for the in there! It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? Will that drive impact get punished? What'll happen? Saw that jump in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. KO. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Hits them with a stopping block. Experiencing burnout. That combo did decent damage. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? What'll happen here? Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 2 combo from above. Too slow. Yo, are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We are here in the first round. Oh, hits them with a stopping block. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Great work finding the opening. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Drive gauge finally recovers. Shoots off a fireball up close. KO. Player 1 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Beautiful setup with that attack. Punishes there with the drive attack, really laying on the pressure. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Takes a trip. Player 2 chases them down. Yes! Drive impact for the win. Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first?
Round 3.
Burns the drive gauge. Ooh, what's this? Parries the attack. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Player 1 has the life advantage. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Down to the wire. Player 2 can't add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Going in, their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Cross up! This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. KO! Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Sandblast! Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. The attack is parried. Hits him with a stopping block. Heats it up with a combo into super. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Oh, what's this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 1, were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Both fighters are out of drive. This is gonna hurt! Gets the combo. Close range sets up with the jump in. Focus closes it out! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Grabs and throws them away. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The drive impact net them a sweet punishment. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Both fighters are low on drive gauge. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Dashes up. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 1 can't afford the stakes without that drive gauge. Burnout dissipates. KO! Player 1 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Round 2. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Brushes off the impact. The move whiffs, and they get tagging on a super art here to turn up the heat. Player 2 has the life advantage. How is this round going to develop? Have the radar up and running. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Can't tech the throw? What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Takes a trip. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? A thunderous drive impact to close the round. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear?
Round 3. Fight!
The super up lands a punish counter for the first hit. Player 2 creates a good, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Well, hold your breath. The move whips and they get heats it up with a combo into super. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? They saw a path and they took it. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Ghost, this is gonna be bad news. A drive impact. Shows a medium kick, gets the jump in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1, Jingu Hadouken! Going in, player 1 drops him to half, closing the gap. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Get out of nowhere! No hype man needed. This is the final round.
Final round. Fight!
Open with a nothing stops this train. With a bit of stank on that with an overdrive on. But adds a bit of OD spice. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Super Art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Throws them. What's next? Goes all in with the uppercut. Drops that off. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Nails the erasure. And this is going to do big damage and create some space. Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? One player is in burnout. Charges up the plasma. I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.